All right, we got two topics for today's video. We're going to go over why I hoard ISO and campaign energy at times. You can see I've got 5,400. If you look at this last week, I think I had like 13,000 campaign energy. It's something I do. I don't know if everyone should do it, but I'll explain why I do it and how I go about doing it. And secondly, we are going to be going over the blog post. And notably is next week, we've got a Oath event for campaign energy. You know, there's a campaign energy running this week, but I probably could have saved it for next week. So in general, I don't know that hoarding is a good strategy for most people. The reason why I hoard is twofold. The first one is that I get nearly no value out of my ISO and campaign energy. None. I've got every character that I can get through those means. I've got more than enough blue ISO. There is no upside to me spending it other than my daily objectives, which is right behind me. I want to get through my daily objectives and fulfill the strike pass and get to the end because there's good rewards towards the end of the strike pass. So that is my goal. Make it to the end of strike pass and then only spend the campaign or ISO energy when there is an incentive to do so. Because we have boosted rewards now inside of the arena, I do spend the 50s every day on both energy types. And so that's how I get them boosted up and ready to go. And that makes a lot of sense to me because then I can accumulate over time. Some people are doing this like crazy right now in anticipation of there being a level cap increase. I'm not so excited about the level cap increase, but right here I'm showing you what I do every day is I just spend the 50s. When I get to the 100, I stop. And then I'm also logging in various times per day and collecting campaign energy. There's also a lot of energy that is awarded through the web store. So there's 4 different parts of the daily objectives to keep in mind. And there's one where you have to do a total of 10 campaign missions. So always want to do that. Then there's also right here 3 isotope 8 missions. Always want to do that so I can spend 36 energy. Now there's a couple here that are optional. Spend campaign energy 600, completely optional. Spend ISO 8, optional. So right now there's a bonus for spending campaign energy, so I am doing that, and I am ignoring this bottom one right here, the Strike Initiative ISO 8. I'm ignoring it. Now, when I'm hoarding both of them, I ignore the 600 campaign, and then I spend little over 400, and I only spend 400, and I save the rest. That allows me to get to the very end. So that's the most important thing to me, is to make it to the end of the strike pass. So I'm gonna go and do that right now, and I don't know if this makes any sense what I'm trying to do, but keep in mind I only think this is for players that are like me, where there's no value no value when there's no event running in spending these currencies. It just does nothing for me. I don't need the resources. Now, if you need the resources, spend it. Like if you're farming characters, don't do this. If you need gold or training materials or whatever, don't do this. This is for, players that are not seeing a lot of value. And the reason why this is good is I can save all this various currency for when an event runs. And I'm going to tell you that people that did this got Odin a lot faster than I did because they were managing their resources. They were hoarding their campaign and ISO energy and using it when an event that they liked ran. So right now I'm using this because this event is running. I'm getting the Voyage Orb Fragments. Next week there's going to be an event running for Oath. So I've spent my campaign energy, which is fine because there's an event running right now. The one thing that I've not done yet is 3 isotope 8 missions. So I'm going to do exactly 3. I'm going to go in and do exactly 3 of those. It's going to cost me 36 energy. I'm going to do the 12s 3 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I was hoarding both campaign and ISO, like I was wanting to hoard both, I would spend just a tad over 400 energy. It's like 408. And I'd be done. And that's going to allow me to hoard as much as possible and still make it to the end of the pass. Because I think hoarding and then missing out on the pass doesn't sound that exciting to me. Some people that I've talked to don't care about the passes at all. And they just say, well, doing better in the leaderboards or whatever is more important than to making the end. Now, I've not done all of my daily activities yet. I was kind of saving them to make this video here. And then I'm going to go and read the blog post and go over some of the things that are of interest right here. So this is pretty much satisfied all of the daily activities. And then I'm also pretty diligent in finishing the optional ones, the raids, the battle and raids, and then making a donation. I get through every day. I get through all of them. The only one that I don't get through is this spend ISO 8 campaign energy. And then when I'm hoarding both, the one that I don't get through is the spend campaign energy because I'm spending 400 ISO. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I think I made it more confusing than it actually is, but the main thing is I do save blue and campaign energy as much as possible if there's no events running, with keeping in mind getting to the end of the quest. Hope that helps. Greetings, commanders. Here's your battle plan for November 9th. Cosmic Shadows, Stellar Conquest, Cosmic Battle. We're going to get a strike pass with Nimrod, Ironheart Blitz. Okay. Illuminati Team Showcase Rerun. And this is good because we're going to get access to Captain Britain shards. Emma Frost is coming out on the 14th. And then we're going to have an Extreme Rumble, which is not a big deal. It looks like the releases have been standardized as far as the orbs. The one thing that has varied, and I know it was very controversial, is the step-up offers. I know I bought the step-up offers on Ancient One, and I got lucky, and I was able to unlock an Ancient One actually at a lower than normal cost and get the Awakened ability. Other people did not have the luck that I did, and they were very upset with the stepped-up offers. So the stepped-up offers have risk that you may not unlock the character. Illuminati Team Showcase returns. Prepare your Illuminati team for the important upcoming Shadow King trials. With the second run of the Illuminati Team Showcase, players Calendar level 25 can earn more Illuminati shards, including Captain Britain and King resources to power up these characters, ensure they can retrieve the Astral Keystone Legend, which is going to be the Shadow King, right? And the requirements for that event are Illuminati and Annihilators. And Annihilators just recently went into the bumps, and I went and flushed all of my raid currency so that I can get all 3 of the Annihilators up to 7 yellow. I took all that raid currency and bought orbs, and then converted all of those shards into Ultimus food, if you will, and then I opened the Ultimus orbs, and that's how I was able to get all of them. But that's because I've been hoarding everything forever. Chapters. Illuminati Team Showcase contains 2 chapters, each one with its own rewards. Chapter 1. This chapter consists of 5 missions with no requirements. Very nice. That's different. We'll give you an Illuminati team to use on each mission node. Each node will contain rewards. Actually, that's normal, right? They do that on the first chapter all the time. Chapter 2. You own 5 Illuminati characters, but there are no yellow star requirements. So that's the difference for this time. We do suggest not require the following stars for each mission. There you go. And rewards, pull the strings of Shadow King battles after powering up your Illuminati team and roster with Illuminati Team Showcase rewards, character shards for Captain Britain, as well as a feast full of turkeys. And the turkeys are important because they have access to Mephisto orbs, which gives a chance, 20% chance at a 6 red Mephisto and a 5% chance of 7 red Mephisto. But they cost like 250,000 turkeys, and it's really hard to get turkeys, very slow. Other thing too is that they said that it would not be tuned around Captain Britain, but it would do better with Captain Britain. I want to see if they got really legalese on the wording that they gave us months ago when the Shadow King event comes, because I'm going to be curious if Iron Man will perform as well as Captain Britain. Of course, Captain Britain is going to be better than Iron Man, but is it going to be tuned around Captain Britain? They said, we'll have to see. I'm really skeptical on how that's going to play out with the Shadow King Legendary event and Illuminati. I have a 4 red. Captain Britain is my diamond something. Iron Man going to be better? We'll have to see. Friday Free Claim. It's always there. This is the Cosmic Awakening event. So if you're a lot of people that are smarter than me had saved all of their campaign energy for Oath. So they've gone back-to-back events. One this week that's currently right now with the orbs in the campaign. When you spend the campaign energy, you get the orbs. But this is going to be one that goes into effect next week for an Oath event. So some people are still hoarding right now for this event. To each their own. I chose to do it the way that I did it, but I think this may have been the smarter strategy. We'll have to see. How to score points: clear enemy waves in Battle World, spin Astral Showcase energy and campaign energy. So orders benefit, right? Open the Strange Awakening Orbs, collect points from the Stellar Conquest Web milestone. And so I think Oath is pretty important. So maybe people that were seeking Oath, this is a better way of doing it. Big rewards, Oath character shards, right? Crimson gear. We all need more crimson gear. T3 ISO 8. Yes, we need more purple, right? Diamond orb fragments. Yes, that's great. Cosmic Awakening rewards. Secure the Nebula Cloak and Turkey. So that is going towards the month-long event. And this starts on the 10th. Strange Awakening orbs. This important orb contains Doctor Strange Ultimate Awaken ability materials. So every single one of the Astral team has boosted Battle World abilities, and then all of them have at least 2, and Shadow King has all 4 awakened abilities on all of his abilities that allow those Battle World boosts to be used in war. And frankly, the Moondragon and the Doctor Strange ones are okay, but the really important ones are on Moondragon and Shadow King and also the new Emma. But I just want to keep in mind, that's a lot. 4 of the characters have 2, that's 8. So that's a total of 12. This team has 12 awakened abilities. I'm guessing that they're not going to be that great in war unless you have these. And I'm also expecting this to create this weird situation where someone puts them on defense and then you'll have no idea if they have 7 of the 12 awakened abilities unlocked, or if they have 2, or if they'll have all 12. Like, you won't know who you're fighting against. It's going to be very confusing when someone puts the Astral team on defense in war. This used to happen back in the day with Infestation and T4s, because the team acted very differently when it had all the T4s, but going into the battle, you just didn't know. You didn't know if they didn't do any of them or if they did all of them. And I think that's going to happen again with this Astral team. Porn Orb contains Doctor Strange Ultimate Awakened ability materials. Don't forget, Strange Awakened Ultimate increases his powerful Alliance War by generating 3 ability energy for himself, applying 2 counter, 2 death proof, and 2 deflect to himself and all Astral allies. The Strange Awakening Orb also contains T4 ability materials, turkeys, and grants Cosmic Shadow event points when opened. You can find the Strange Awakening Orbs in a special event offer that'll help make a quick impact on your Astral team. Also find an upcoming web milestone, rack up big points, and enjoy using Doctor Strange's new abilities in war early with this special deal. Yeah, and Doctor Strange is getting used right now today inside of Secret Defenders. He was the one that got dropped off the team, but he's pretty fun to play right now with Wong, and you got the stat increase and everything like that. Stellar Conquest. Boost your Astral Voyage Progress, which is the month-long event with Stellar Conquest web event. Actually, But anyways, there's a web event that boosts another event. Scoring strategy. Spin turkeys to advance through the milestone. Prizes. Propel yourself in the Cosmic Shadows milestone. Kickoff. Launch the conquest on November 10th, and then the Cosmic Battle. Blast off to Battle World. Team up your alliance for Cosmic Elixirs in the Cosmic Battle milestone event. Earn points by participating in Battle World Spec Ops. What a pain. Spec Ops has... our alliance is struggling to find a good system without having to make and spend hours on spreadsheets. This is a hassle. The Spec Ops definitely needs some alliance leadership tools like do put here, don't put here, especially with alliances that have, let's say, only 4 Odins in their alliance, yet if they don't have 5, then they go 29 of 30 and they get 0 points, where if the alliance could have had don't donate here, then those other 29 could have filled out the other spots and you would have got more points. It's just kind of a cluster right now. I hope they fix it. Spec Op missions and collecting allied supply orb fragments. I feel like Spec Ops right now is the absolute worst part of Battle World, other than the gameplay so far has been uneventful. But you know what I mean? Collect Cosmic Elixirs, supercharge your teams, unite for battle on November 10th. And so there is another thing here for Extra Extreme. That is it for today. I hope my hoarding strategy makes sense. Put down in the comment section if you do something differently than the way I do it, or if you think there's a better way. Love to hear that. Bye for now.